rolled so well for me last time.
Yeah, I'm even going to put that one to the side.
All right. So, last we left off, we got to the caverns of Ixalan. No, the caverns of the Moon Mother. And upon entering, came across some phase spiders, snuck past them, and then realized you were in some sort of cave system. Not too sure the distance you are from the main cavern, the exit, or whereabouts you are and which way is up, which way is down. Coming into the cave system, the main thing you saw, excuse me, was a large cavernous area with a ancient dragon skull in the center. To the south, Ghost had seen captives and people moving around, or humanoids moving around. After doing a bit of scouting, it was determined that the prisoners were probably the main priority. So going down there, Puck went ahead first, sneaky as anything. Ghost locked him in a room. Combat ensued. Victory was had. No need to challenge that at any point. Came back to the Dragon Skull, moved some levers, pressed some dices. Combat was had. No need to go into details. Puck ran back and saved the day on a couple. Envy went to the AJ Hackett bungee jump. And we came up victorious. Coming out of the dragon's eye was a dark orb made of obsidian. Placing that in the door, or the design that you had found, it released a pair of boots, somewhat of magical nature. Now, we are back at the dais, picking up pretty much where we left off. My question is, how would you like to go about this?
I was going to explore to the north, but happy for the day's stuff to happen first.
Sure, we'll go with the group first this time. It's also probably worth mentioning that you found a waterway to the southeast as well.
So, as much as I'd like to milk this for all it's worth, I do remember most of what happened last time we fucked with artifacts in an ancient dungeon last time. We should probably be careful, unless you're keen on investigating further.
Molokov's like about to turn it. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Careful.
No, I like the way you think. Is Hera within speaking distance?
I'm imagining we're sort of like going back and forth, like from the door at this point.
Between the thing, yeah. So yeah, Hera can be there if needed, or she might be still down by the door.
You're muted, Hera.
Yep. I just noticed that. Yeah, I suppose I probably won't come all the way back. I might come up to like just the end of that hallway, so that's like it's pretty quiet in here, so we don't have to shout. But talking distance, I can probably hear Molokov from there.
Yeah, they're only 20 or so feet away. It's just across a cavern, and it kind of gives that echo off a little bit, like...
Yeah, I probably can't hear them chit-chatting between each other, but then if Molokov turns to me and says something, I'll hear him loud and clear.
Yeah.
Hey, go get Hera's back. Look after her. Look to Molokov. Well, what do you think? Waxing or waning?
I think we continue the cycle, no? Because we've turned it twice now, right?
That's correct. It's now a dark moon.
Yeah, because it started as a full moon. We're now at new moon.
Yeah.
Waxing it is. Start pushing the dice around.
All right. As you do, it rolls quite easily, and as it does, the image starts to shift over itself, and the other half moon appears before it clicks into place. You wait a while. Give me a perception check.
Oh, good start. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You listen out for noises, scuttling, or anything that might have been disturbed in this area. And you... Was that a natural 20 or just a 20 total?
20 total.
20 total. You don't necessarily hear scuttling, but you hear scraping. Sounds like something is moving quite lumbersomely.
Do I get a sense of direction?
Very far down.
Hmm.
And then it kind of blends in with the echoes of just like the natural reverberation of the cave, but sounds like something bigger is slowly moving now.
No, a time like the present, I guess. I'll stand up and place a foot on the dais.
Nice. You stand up and you press it down and you hear it kind of sink into the ground. Those of you looking at the dragon skull see a glimmer move over it, but nothing seems to appear.
Anything here?
Here, down at the other door, you see the design on the wall. The dark orb now disappeared. The same hole still there, and the other one's still, half moon, full moon.
I'll walk back up to the top. No, it looks the same as before. Vargir, did you use your hammer last time? Perhaps there's something to do with that?
I can certainly try. As I'll pop the hammer back down on the dais.
Sure. Ghost steps off, and you see it raise again. Give a little click that, does the tick, 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 tick. You put the hammer over it, and when you move the hammer, the moon energy kind of just, it gives that reflection, that unnatural light that kind of just reflects off it. Presses down on the thing, you see a gleam go over the dragon skull. You look in both eye sockets, and you can't seem to see anything.
Check
No.
the
nothing.
nostrils.
Check the what?
The nostrils.
As I'll look down into the nostril holes of the dragon.
Give me an investigation check.
Absolutely, I'll give you an investigation check. That's a straight 11.
11?
Yeah.
You're looking in, you kind of lift it up a little bit. It doesn't seem to be anything there.
No, nothing.
Suppose it makes sense. Full cycles. Moon in its most purest form. Full and empty. I hate old magics.
Did you happen to mention that noise you heard? Or would Ghost have not really thought much on it?
It probably would have said, yeah, sorry, I skipped over it a bit. I assumed it would have passed on to the group.
Yeah.
Probably would have said something along the lines of, that sounds foreboding. Something big down there.
I'm wondering If the hammer's not involved when we turn it, is that when it releases something?
I hadn't stepped on it. Sound happened before
Yeah,
before the hammer got involved.
sound happened with the click.
That's kind of what I'm
Like
yeah,
kind of
out of character. Out of character. What I'm sort of thinking is, if it's turned without the hammer being involved, does that release something?
Again, we haven't tried turning it while it's
Down.
Well, it's compressed. Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Understood.
If I attempt to turn it now while the hammer's on it, is it stiff or does it give?
You go to turn it, and it is now sunken in, and you can't quite get your fingers around it. But
Yeah,
you try,
understood.
and it's not moving.
Roger.
I'll take the hammer off.
As you do, it comes back up.
It doesn't seem to be like it didn't react in any specific way when it was Ghost's foot or the hammer. Like it's not the hammer specifically. It's just it doesn't seem to just be weight that it's reacting to.
Yeah.
Or...
I just thought it might be related.
Yeah, no, totally so did I. I'm just thinking.
Try the next cycle.
Well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
I'll start to I'll take the hammer off and start.
Uh-huh.
I do it.
Come back to full moon.
2 seconds.
He's just trying to figure out which next scary beast he's going to release in the full moon.
You turn it, and it meshes together, and the semi-white light comes out from it, and it goes back to full moon. Click. And it echoes through the cavern again. This time, all of you hear the slow scratching of stone.
Can I dip my head over like the edge? Maybe I'll probably go around and have a look. See, can I see anything?
Give me a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
So just a straight,
do I? Let me just...
straight perception check.
I could be lying. Where do you check for dark vision again? Oh, it's in the abilities, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So just straight?
Just straight.
Straight perception is pretty good. So 17?
17. You peer down into the dark, and you almost get that sense of vertigo as you can't see the bottom. And so the darkness almost kind of, you don't know how far you're looking. You could be looking 100 feet and staring at black stone, or you could be looking 700 feet and not seeing the end. And you kind of, your depth position kind of goes off a little bit until you find something to focus on. And that something to focus on is 2 red dots. Not sure of the distance.
How big are the red dots? Are they quite small? Or...
2 pinpricks of red.
Right, but that
Quite
could be...
close together.
Gotcha. Okay. So could I be super far away or some very tiny creature?
Yeah, it could be 10 feet away from you. There's a little tiny little imp like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Casting thaumaturgy, being like, no, it's a big monster, it's a big monster.
Guys,
That's sheer brilliance, Reese. Hold on to that idea. That's fantastic.
there's whatever that sound is, I think it's coming up.
Let's fuck with the thing one last time and get the fuck out of here then.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm just gonna keep fixated on it. I think I'll just like put my hand back and give the hammer to someone for a moment while I'm just staring at these red dots. I just want to keep checking if they do get closer or.
Sure. All right.
I stand up and grab it, and
yeah, it's very heavy. Give me a strength text on that.
I love the idea of ghosts just like this.
it's just an 8.
Just an 8. You don't lift it, you kind of just drag it along the ground. And And Vargir, your blind sense just goes off that those perfect square edges are now just kind of getting chipped a little bit as Ghost drags along the ground. But you keep your eyes focused on these 2 red dots, which at the moment don't appear to be moving, but they do appear to be centered. It's almost like they've found you.
Yeah, we're looking at each other.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I like that.
And as long as you're looking at each other for now, it seems to have done what goes in your head in your survival of meeting monsters is it's kind of doing that prowl thing, and it's stopped because it's sussing out what the situation is.
Yeah.
That is, if it is anything at all. Ghost, you place the hammer on the full moon, and it pushes down the dais. The dragon skull gives a sheen over it, and in the left eye, a white orb appears.
Alright, Malikov, your time to shine.
Definitely. For a second, still just like half focused on Vargir, waiting for him to almost react, I guess. But then realizing that we're trying to do this quickly, I will go ahead and grab the light orb. Take it down to Hera at the door.
Yep.
And is there now another empty slot at the top?
Both you and Hera get down to the door if you'd like to move yourselves down there. And you look at the design with 2 half moons, a full moon, and an empty slot, and a person running. And you stand there with a full moon orb in your hand. What would you like to do?
Is there like a door handle?
No, it's like a door's the wrong word. It's in that shape of the arc
It's
of
like
a
an
door.
arch. Yeah.
And then the design is just like sunken
flat
in.
stone, isn't it?
Sunken in like
Yeah.
an inch.
Yeah.
Door is the wrong word, sorry.
No, that's all right.
And then Vargir, you're still leaning over, looking down. These 2 pinpricks of red, and Ghost, you are with the hammer over there. Before we move on, let's quickly jump to Puck for a second. So just rewinding a little bit as you hear these clicks and stuff moving around. You come up to this north platform, and you see two kind of corridors that go out. The one to the north just starts bending around, and the one to the east you see is a big. Do you have dark vision?
No.
No. So it looks like it goes into a big kind of room with a couple of pillars and stuff in it, stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah, okay. Probably gonna go north. I'll use my grappling gun to zip across.
Yeah, sure. So you flick yourself over.
And I'll take out the dagger with light infused into it.
Nice. As you make your way around the corner, you see an archway. And in this archway, there is a hieroglyph of a person standing with their hands up like this. And then wavy lines going across them.
Like
So-
across, like through the middle of them.
Yeah, from the middle down. There are 4 symbols surrounding it. On either side, there are half circles, half black, half white. Above is a dark circle, and below is an empty concave. Which is, yeah. So just up here.
You're muted.
You're muted, Jed.
Sorry, thank you. This is the same look as the other one. So I've seen the other one. So I might just have a quick look up this other corridor.
Sure. As you do, you see that it kind of enters into another entrance to this larger cavern. So I reckon you can get probably pretty much up to. Let me move you out here.
Yep.
And you can see that it kind of continues on down through this large cavern that on each of these stalagmites and stalactites there seems to be quite colorful groups and bundles of mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think Puck would probably try and work his way sort of like through this sort of thing a little bit to get back to the other exit, and he'd probably go past one of them and have a look at them.
Sure.
But he's checking for traps and he's being sneaky and cautious.
Sure. I'm going to move you to here.
Okay.
And I would like to have an investigation check from you, please.
Investigation 19.
19. As you approach this first cluster of mushrooms, you see that they're almost breathing. And you can see little specks in the air about 5 feet out from the cluster. With a 19 as well, I guess if you turn to your left, you'll see that this one is doing the same.
Okay. Probably thread my way through it, I guess. Kind of, yeah, just looking around at them and trying to not get close enough to touch anything.
Sure. So because it's a distance of about 5 feet around them. Oh, yeah. That is the path you're taking. Let me just check it.
Like, obviously, here it's a bit close. Maybe I can skirt the wall a little bit more there, but...
No, that is good. You move through at a slow... And I guess at this slow pace, we then are going to catch up with time.
Yeah. I'm probably in the middle of, like, maybe in the middle or halfway through this or something.
Yep. We'll put you, like,
moving
here.
my way.
Let's go here.
Yeah, sure. And I'm still looking at these things.
Sure. Each cluster...
They're different colors?
Each cluster is a bunch of different colors. And they just seem to be doing that slight up and down breathing. And yeah, you can tell that this cavern is kind of full of these little spores. Not too sure what they would do if you were to walk through them or breathe them in, so on and so forth. But as you get to about there, that is when Molokov, you get down to the design, and you and Hera see that you're holding a white orb. And it does not fit in any of these slots.
Does not fit in any of the slots. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know about the door up to the north. What do you think, Hera? Because I have an idea. You're muted.
Cat got your tongue?
Sorry, I was talking to myself again. Just start mumbling a little bit before I actually start speaking. Well, I think we need to hold on to it somehow. There must be some purpose for this. The white one had a purpose that you don't build things like this without some sort of meaning. You have to maybe keep exploding.
Okay.
Let's head back.
Don't tell the others. Don't tell the others if this doesn't work. I'm gonna sort of like he's definitely been considering that running man hieroglyphic in the middle. And I can only think of one thing that Molokov would try.
Sure. Try it.
He's gonna sling the shield along his back and he's gonna take the pseudo dragon and put him gently on the ground. Just stay here, little buddy. I'll be back and just
climbs down and looks up at you and you get the feeling of what are you gonna do? Curiosity. Curiosity.
Yeah. I'm gonna run at the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna like Harry, like fully like the
You
Harry
platform
Potter.
9 3/4 that shit.
Yeah, just running at it is what I'm doing.
Are you gonna holding out the orb or anything? Are you
I'm
trying
not,
to?
like, I'm not like holding out the orb, but I am holding the orb.
That's the
Okay.
most Argia thing Molotov has ever done.
Is there a joke there about cats having 9 3/4 lives?
Okay, you gear yourself up and you run full tilt into the wall. I'm going to get you to give me an athletics check.
Sure.
Yep, go for it.
It's 18 on the dice, so oh, hang on.
I was going to say, for any iteration of 5, you're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning
I
damage.
figured, yeah.
So if that goes above a 20, that'll be...
Yeah, it'll be like 24, I think.
Yep. So you can take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Lovely.
As you smack into this wall, and as you do, you kind of lose your balance bit and fall back on your shield, and your head kind of does that flick back, and you get the whiplash, and then you drop the white orb, and it kind of rolls into one of the crevices, like just up against the wall here. You see it just roll up, and the pseudo dragon comes across and looks at you with curiosity of, huh? So walls stop things.
Yeah,
We're learning. We're learning.
Walk over and pick up the orb, and just sort of tilt my head at Molotov. Look at the wall. Interesting idea, I suppose. Try anything.
As you kind of like
the symbol might have meant something.
as you kind of
I
like
looking.
stretch, and Harry, you're just like standing over Molotov at the moment, like this. Ghost, you hear something down one of the corridors of just like a. You kind of your attention turns to that, and Puck, you're kind of, you wouldn't hear it, but you just get that sense that something has happened as you kind of are navigating your way through these mushrooms.
Something makes you shake your head.
Something makes you shake your head, but Vargeir, you making eye contact with these two red dots, suddenly they disappear.
I'm gonna straight away whip out a torch and just drop it like
Sure.
directly down where.
What's interesting is when you whip out that torch, you realize the eyes didn't close, but darkness has been cast around you and Ghost. And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Sorry, team.
Oh, that's spicy.
Thank God for blind sense.
Yes, you do have blind sense. Sorry, let me just adjust
And
this.
as well, that is the best initiative roll Vargeir has ever rolled.
Sebby, your mic sounds funny.
You sound funny.
You sound like you're a mile away from your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I am.
Oh.
It's because my last one that was here broke, so I've got this like really shitty, like tiny stand that it's a drum mic stand. Is that alright though? Is that better?
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Sorry.
Okay, let me grab.
I don't know how I can make this nice. No, that's way too much.
Oops, daisy. What am I doing? Turn order. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I had the idea of the running at it like ages ago, and I was like, I have to try it.
You got to try it.
To be fair, the first thing that I thought of when I heard, oh, there's a image of a man running place with this wall, I was like, that's we're running into the doorway. That's
Yeah,
what's happening. We're going to platform down
And
three quarters.
I'm
and
still
end
not
up in the-
convinced
in the
that's not what you have to do. Like, well, not what you can do. Like, maybe when both of them are in,
It could
you
happen.
can
Yeah.
go between the doors. I'm not going to necessarily try it again, but
It's like, what the hell does the man with his hands up and the wind lines or whatever going through his tummy
Sure.
mean?
Okay, so if I could get Initiatives. Let's go Vargir.
That's an 18.
Ghost.
19 minus
7.
1.
Puck.
17.
Oh, Vargir, you got more than Puck. Hera.
Greatest day of my life.
16.
And then that's not Molokov's token.
There's definitely classes you don't want to go first as, though. It's like
Absolutely.
like the rogue going
Yeah,
first.
Molotov?
I'm like, I want
A 13.
Holy shit!
But I
First
have
an initiative. Yeah. Look at you go.
I fucking know.
What did you roll? You rolled a 17.
I rolled a 19 minus 1.
Ah, nice. Okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Vargas is just faster than Puck.
So Vargir, you pull out this torch, and that's a free action if you want to throw that down or whatever. But you pull out the torch and you realize you can't see the torch, and that's
Yeah.
when you think, "Oh, there's darkness being cast around us," and that's when you hear from below you the scraping moving at a quicker speed.
Sure. I'm going to run over to Ghost as I can sense where he is.
Yep, and
I'm
you
gonna-
also notice you can sense where the ground ends and doesn't.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my hammer, but I'm also gonna kind of like almost like
Just a point of
Right.
point of action there. You grab your hammer,
Point of
and
action.
Molokov
Yeah.
and Hera, you see the white orb disappear as the dais raises.
Hey,
Um,
what the fuck?
but I'm going to kind of like wrap like one arm around Ghost so he's like touching my back.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, don't leave. Keep touching me.
Ghost, you probably also recognize now that you can't see anything.
Yep. Yeah. The I do have dark vision, so the moment everything went black, it's like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
And then hammer grabbed away from me, Vargir's hand around me. Shit.
I will say though, like this comes as a bit of a surprise. That's probably why you're bottom of initiative. You're like, what the? You know, you're grabbing around, everything's happening. But Vargir, go for it.
was that a point of action to grab that hammer?
No. Free action to grab your hammer off the ground.
Sure. Okay. And then I'm just gonna hold an action as soon as someone close to me or Ghost. I'm going to swing at it.
Okay, sure. You almost close your eyes, even though it's dark, and your blind sense, Tin is almost guiding you, whispering in your ear, and kind of almost using echolocation to. You can feel where the ground is. You can feel that something's coming up towards you. But yes, is that all you're going to do?
Yep.
Cool. Puck. I wouldn't say there's urgency, but
I probably don't, because I'm not really aware. Like,
uh-huh.
I probably just still hear regular, noises and voices coming from
Yep.
the room. So I'm probably just continuing, to walk through here and like just looking at these as I go.
Sure.
Yeah, and like I guess if it's around, I get 25 feet of movement.
Yep.
I don't know. I reckon maybe if I get to there,
Could
was
you?
there any light in the main cavern?
I was going to say there's not like light, but you would be able to see that the sphere of dark matter is now surrounding that center chamber. And one thing, you can't see that dragon skull anymore. That's probably the
Yeah.
key thing.
Yeah, I'll probably use my action just to. Oh, actually, it depends if my action to use the. It probably is the action to use. I'll probably dash.
Uh-huh.
Delete that. I'll probably dash. I guess, and move across to that's another 15. Probably just to the edge here. So I'm probably like right on the edge, just looking out, being like, "What's?" And then I'll probably call out, "What's happening?"
All right. You call out what's happening in Ghost and
I'll probably call out, "I found another door. Where are you?" Something like that.
yeah. Ghost and Vargir, you'll both hear this as it kind of reverberates around the cavern.
Can we respond?
Yeah, like a one sentence response.
Sure.
Just shout out.
Yeah, I'll just shout out.
If you choose to shout out, that is.
Yeah, I will. And I'll just say it's climbing up the pillar.
Okay. You shout that out, and then we move to Hera. as you see the white orb disappear, and just in the distance around the behind, you can hear something pillar. You know, it's kind of like too echoey around this corner, but you hear Vargas shout something.
Good. Why did he take the hammer off? I suppose I'll start walking up towards there. I'll look out, and I suppose from there I could see that I can't see.
Yeah, you see now the sphere of darkness around the main center pillar.
Oh, what the fuck have we done now? Molokov, and I'm gonna stay there and hold an action. And when Molokov, can he reach me?
Now Molokov is prone.
That's what I was going to ask. I don't think I've done that.
Fuck. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? In that case, you can only get two.
Probably going to dash at that point, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I will hold an action, and if Molokov can make it to me, I'm gonna cast haste on him.
Okay, so you're preparing haste as you get that spell ready.
Not the spell. I've got that. Sorry. That potion.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna pull that out and start uncorking it, ready for like in a running event to pass it to him to swig as he runs past.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think I've got 3 or 2 charges left on it.
Uh-huh.
I think we were going to use it, but I don't think we ever used it, did we?
He's used it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, haptics hasty potion, 3 charges of haste.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think we were going to use it once, and then we didn't.
Yeah, and I never had the.
Oh, maybe that was the case.
For it.
That's fine. Molokov, you get up and you start hearing something's going on.
Yep. I'll sort of probably slowly clamber up, scoop up the pseudo dragon, and I will make my way over here. Sort of hear her calling out, so have a little bit of urgency and use my action to dash.
Yep.
Get up beside her, see she's holding out a potion.
Here, drink this.
Wait, what's happening?
Just gets shoved at you.
And suddenly with that, we'll feel significantly more energized. And I guess I will see the darkness. And I'll use the rest of my hasted speed. So I guess just make my way over to it. I don't think there's much I can do with my... Although I suppose, just feeling the energy, I will use the hasted action to dash then.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I'm only gonna get to there and stay somewhere solid for the second.
Yep.
Are you two in there? What's happening?
Call out. Ghost, you can probably have a reaction to that since Vargas reacted to Puck.
I think we're a little fucked.
Wonderful. I think I'm just gonna stand there, shield at the ready. I don't think. Yeah.
All right, Ghost. As you say that, you feel wind move past you, and Vargas, you feel the sense of something appearing next to you, and you swing out. So you can use your reaction to swing.
Who's gonna tell him he's muted?
It's darkness, not
Hello.
silence.
Sorry, let me just quickly check one thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm just checking the rules. If you hit a creature that has not taken a turn yet in the current combat with an attack roll, it takes an extra 2d6.
Yep.
With my
So
surprise attack.
your reaction will be on its movement. So I'm going to say it hasn't taken its full turn yet. So yeah, go for the full thing.
Extra damage as well? Sure. Okay.
You do get
so-
both of your attacks too because you held your action to attack.
Oh, true.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, you're using your reaction to use your action.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 15 plus 7 and a 12 plus 7, so 22 and a 19.
Yep. Go for damage on both of them.
Sure. Okay, so this is 2d10 plus 2d6 plus 8, so that's 15, 19, that's 20 damage.
Oh.
And I'm gonna pop a little level 1 smite in there,
Yeah, go for it.
which is 2d8. Oh, 3d8, I think now. Okay. There you go. Is it a fiend?
It is not a fiend.
To ask the return? Okay, cool. And it's not undead, I'm guessing.
It's not undead, no.
I don't know. So it will take an extra 9 points of radiant damage.
Nice. As you swing into this thing and Tin imbues her energy into it, and there's almost a flash of light within this darkness, and you see a long snout with long white hair and almost leathery skin of this. It's a demon, not a fiend, unfortunately. But you see the red eyes flash back at you before the darkness covers again. And I'm going to make a concentration check on that darkness.
All up, it was 20, I think 30 damage.
So no, it's one check per attack.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
one check, right.
technically it's two. It'll be 2 concentration checks,
Yeah.
probably DC 10.
Yeah.
If it was all up 30, then one of them's a bit higher.
No.
Yeah, the
Oh.
main attack was 21 all up.
Oh, so still 10.
Yeah.
Still two.
The darkness stays. And then
Okay.
you get the flash of this creature's face before it disappears into the darkness again, and it is going to go for a bite attack and a claw attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
So the bite attack,
My shield is down, so my AC's less.
the first attack is a 21.
Will hit.
That is 16 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
And then the claw is going to hit you. Natural one. No, it's not. So you hear it just slam into the ground next to you, and you.
So, Reese, you said it's not a fiend, but it is a demon?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Fiend is a demon. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
for your
a
extra
demon's a
damage.
fiend.
Sorry.
It would just be an extra d8, so that's another 6 radiant on it.
Yep.
But that might change your concentration.
It was pretty high.
Yeah, cool,
yeah.
cool,
No. In the types, it says large in brackets demon and then fiend.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
afterwards, so it's like
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure devils and demons are...
yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I was like, how many subtypes can you get? But yeah, cool. Extra d6.
Yeah,
extra
it
6.
was an extra d8, an extra 6 damage.
Nice. Okay, cool. Then yeah, definitely you feel this thing like Tin puts more of her energy into it to be like, this thing should not exist. All right, that's its turn done. Ghost, you hear a scuffle next to you, and I reckon you almost get a bright light sense of this thing as well. But then it goes back to darkness.
But I still can't see and I still don't know where this thing is, so I'm going to do the one thing that I realize I can do. Fish around for the Gem of True Seeing, tap it on the side of my belt, and look through it. So I'm going to give myself, use my action, but I'm going to give myself True Sight, so I can see through magical darkness.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, what a wonderful life.
My boy.
My boy.
No, bye bye.
So Seb and Michael, you can check your messages.
Ooh. Ooh. On the.
No, just on Facebook. Seb, you've got a flash of this. Ghost, you see this. But you can now see this creature.
Thanks,
Don't
I
like
hate it.
either of the faces they made.
Cool. And where is that relative to Vargir? You can just give me a northeast, north, south, west.
It's like north of him, yeah.
It's north of him? Alright, so I'm gonna loop around the back of Vargir.
Now, I'm going to say because you've got true sight as well, you can see the ground, which is a good thing.
Yes. I was hoping this was the case.
So I might actually make that like that.
Cool. So I'll loop around back here. And is there space under the dragon's like snout for me to tuck in to take some partial cover?
Technically, the dragon snout is missing its bottom jaw, so that's like in the ground.
Sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So in that case, I'm just going to go behind it.
Yep.
And oh no. Sort of. Oh fuck me, that thing's big. Pull out. Yeah, I'm just gonna down a potion of healing myself.
Yep.
And pull out my rope and get ready to use that next turn. But that's all I've got.
You still have your action, bonus action to take a healing potion yourself.
I do not have my action that was activating the gem and true sync.
Gotcha. All right. So that's you all done. We go to the top of the round bar again. You are face to face with this thing. It is directly in front of you here.
Yeah, sure. So I think the first thing is I'm just going to take the mace in one hand and whip my shield round after taking that hit. But
Yeah.
I'm also going to cast Shield of Faith.
Nice. As you do, Tin starts running around you, and this green energy, although unfortunately not seen by anyone, as you're still in darkness.
No, it's super cool, not appreciated. And then I'll just take one attack action.
Okay.
Attacks per action. No, yeah. No, because it was a bonus action to cast the
Shield of
spell.
Faith.
Oh, so is it still 2 attacks per 1 action, is it?
Yes.
Sweet.
Whenever you take the attack action, you hit twice.
Sure. So first one's 14.
Uh-huh.
And second's 15.
Right. Both of them will miss.
Shit. Okay. Sure.
As you... And it starts almost unnaturally moving itself around, using those extra limbs to grab your hammer and push it off itself.
Yeah, sure. I'm just... Demon, fuck! That's the end of my turn.
Ooh. At least you're protected.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Puck, you hear a big commotion inside that little bauble.
Yeah. Quite concerned, especially because I cannot see shit.
No.
Now, my grappling hook has a range of 50 feet.
Uh-huh.
So this, depending on how high the roof is here, can I get over here 45 feet across?
45 feet. I'm going to say do an an acrobatics check.
Gladly. Cool. Acrobatics. There it is. Sorry, I scrolled. That is a 24.
Yep, easy. You can get right up onto here.
Sweet. Let me just move myself. Got to change tools. All right, I'm all the way over there. Is the creature making any noise?
Yeah, so you can shoot it at disadvantage.
Yeah, cool.
You know, guttural, demonish.
Yeah. And I can
fiendish
probably
noises.
hear the sounds of
Yeah.
combat and stuff going on in there.
Vargir being like, why the fuck won't you die?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take a shot. Now, I'm not technically flanking, so it will be still at disadvantage because I'm not actually in melee.
Yep.
So I'm going to take a shot with the crossbow.
Yep, go for it.
The worst of those is a 10 plus 18 to hit.
18 does
19
hit.
to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Great. And that is only 1 plus. Sorry, that was the wrong dice. It's a 6, not an 8. Oh, that's better. That's a 6. 12 points of piercing.
Nice. You fire into this darkness, hoping you don't hit two of your allies that are in there, and you hear just a. You've obviously hit something. It sounds not nasty.
Yeah, and taking confidence from that, he's going to try and do the same thing again.
Sure, go for it.
Do we get a con check?
We do. We do get a con check. Plus, he makes it.
Cool. And I'll do it again.
+5 on con.
That's a tiny bit worse. That is a 16 to hit.
16. You fire again, and you hear it, like, just nab past it as 16 as its AC.
Clinks off some kind of chitinous armor or something like that. Cool. Then
16 is its AC?
Yes.
Meets it, beats it.
So it would hit?
Meets
Yes.
it, beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said plinked off its armor. My bad.
No. So it just grazes it. So it's like it hit it, but
Okay.
just. Go for
That's 11 points of.
11 points of damage with a concentration check. A natural 20 will do it.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know
probably
what?
just going to call it.
You know what?
Tell me.
Let's seeing these arrows fly by, I'm gonna silvery barbs on that concentration check.
Do you have to be able to see it? Oh, you got
I
true sight
can
up.
see
You got
it.
true sight up. Of course. Yes. Go for it. You're gonna disadvantage that concentration check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I will give Gear advantage on his next roll. within a minute.
Natural 1 will do it.
Gosh.
Walk me through the silvery barbs as I now reveal this thing to you.
Yeah, what are we looking at?
No, kind of picking up on the fact that this darkness has come from this creature and that attracting its attention elsewhere will hopefully break the spell. My eyes flash in that same red energy, just like almost an ethereal zip line, hits the side of the creature's head and pushes its attention towards Puck. Focusing more on the pain than the concentration.
As
Dale, your
this,
face.
He's a handsome devil.
this
See the little message on the bottom is it Reese that message fucking drag a laugh or whatever the fuck it's got. I was like, what the fuck is this gonna be?
Yep. As its arms protrude backwards, as it kind of balances itself on its hind legs, and two kind of T-Rex arms reach out its snout with its white hair, or you might want to call it hair, I don't know what it is. This thing from beneath has crawled up and is wanting to feed.
And Puck is going to.
You now see it and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, he sees it and he's like, fuck. And just
Oh,
takes
shit.
a step forward and draws the rapier, ready to go.
Nice.
Sorry. Fucking silvery barbs things, I've got to roll some dice.
Yeah, go for it. Harry, you're just about to come up.
That's a 6. That's an even number, so I gain 6 temporary hit points.
Nice. You silvery barbs this thing, and the energy within you flashes red. So there's green flashes, red flashes, arrow flashes from Puck. But that does bring us to Hera's turn.
I'm going to follow suit with Molokov and run up to there. Away from me. See the darkness disappear. Oh, what on earth are you? And then I suppose seeing that Vargir's taken some damage. Yeah, I'm going to pull out my wand and a little tuft of shrub, sort of dead grass that's been in my pocket.
Amazing.
Wipe it up the wand and cast Wither and Bloom
Oh,
Oh,
yes, yes.
Cool spell. Cool spell.
I have to select my circle. I can't grab my circle. There we go.
Oh, you got to zoom in quite far to grab it. Is it this blue circle?
Yeah, yeah.
I can move it. Oh yeah, there you go. You got it.
So there. So that is
Good call.
Oh no, sorry, it's a Constitution save.
Can't save. They're good at that.
Fuck.
That is a 13 total.
Ooh, that's gonna fail.
Ooh.
So take 10 necrotic damage. And Vargir can roll 1 hit dice and add 5 to it to regain that many hit points.
Nice. Do you want to describe that?
So I'll sort of, as the sphere sort of grows around it, the green sort of energy will suck out of him and like sort of flow down into Vargir's mouth.
Love that. Love that.
Flow into my mouth. Eh? I rolled a d10, got a 9 plus 5.
Oh, brilliant.
14. Thank you, Hera, you absolute sexy cat.
Meow.
Becca's like, what the fuck? All right, cool. Anything else?
I suppose I do want to get a little bit closer, maybe. No, that'll be all. I'll stay where I am.
Sick. Molotov, you're up.
Right. Seeing this thing revealed. What's that blue circle? Is that
That's Wither and Bloom.
right? Cool. Now this thing's huge, right?
Huge.
Not large.
Yeah, huge.
Alright. Well, I've been wanting to use this spell, and I think this is a great time.
It came from beneath.
I sure hope this works. You see, as Molokov starts, he's going to start making his way across this bridge. And as he does, he's sort of turning cranks, pulling different levers, and then eventually, as he gets across, pulls down 2 chains, and the armor starts just like all these different parts just keep protruding out, and then it raises me up, and I get taller, and the arm starts growing as well, and essentially all the pieces just make me grow to the size of large, sorry. With the tiny little Molokov head still.
It's like a space marine when they take off their helmets and it's like massive shoulders and little head.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I was imagining power armor. But...
Yep.
Yeah. So that happens.
All right, Molokov
sort of...
becomes large,
and the armor almost starts just encasing the backpack part, and right. And with that, since I'm hasted, also,
oh yes, you are.
I'm going to use my hasted attack to come around here. And now that he's only 1 size larger than me, I'm going to try and shove him off the edge.
Okay. So that's a contested
athletics. And because I've cast enlarge on myself, I will add a d4.
Is Hera getting a tiny bit triggered here, though?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
Yep, go for it.
I'm gonna... It's a natural 20 and a 3 on the d4, so it's like a 29, I think. I'm just sending the picture to. It's beautiful. Yeah, so 20. I think it's a 29.
Oh, yeah,
Let me just
nice,
check my
nice.
athletics. Oh no, it's a 30.
Right, so that'll be a 24. As this thing, you slam into it, and you're shoving it how far?
I believe shove goes 5 feet. No more than one size larger than you. Yeah, 5 feet away.
5 feet. So you push it, and it kind of teeters on the edge and does that scramble thing where a couple of rocks fall down, and it grabs onto the dragon's skull, but
Lovely.
it does keep its balance up here.
Yep, so it's just about on.
Yep.
And since I've still got heaps of movement because I'm hasted, I'm gonna move in like sort of to that space. It's sort of weird with the squares have to go, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of move into that space. The shield, which is enlarged as well, and using my bonus action shove, I'm gonna trying to give him one more.
Let's go again.
It's a 2 on the dice.
Right. It's a 22 total for me.
Yeah, 10 total for me.
Yeah, you come around and you just don't quite get the angle right, and it just looks at you as you shoulder barge into it, and you both kind of meet, and then it just almost grins.
Yeah, but I think I'm almost holding that position, trying to like just keep it there on the edge. But that'll be my turn.
Sure. That brings it its turn. And what is it going to do? Oh boy.
If someone doesn't yell, "You shall not pass," and falls down the cabin with this session, I will
who
be
wants
mad.
who wants to roll a new character?
I've already fallen off this thing once, haven't I?
Well, should we make it
Molokov.
happen again?
That was what they called me.
Tooth.
Molokov the Grey.
I am Molokov the White.
I am Molokov the slightly bigger but same size.
I'm down for Molokov the White.
Well, you might be safe, Puck. You see it shoulder barge with Molokov and then rear back, and its eyes go almost a deep red, and it opens its mouth, and it doesn't make any sound until you hear the high-pitched frequencies echo through the cave, and it's going to target within a 10-foot radius Vargir, Molokov, and Ghost, and it is going to cast Confusion.
No.
What do we roll for that?
Oh.
So that is a Charisma save. Oh, sorry, a Wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom? Better at that than charisma.
Wisdom save.
Quick question: is this a charmed spell?
How would I tell that? Oh yeah, enchantment. Yep.
No, charming is a specific thing. It'll
It's
say.
not a
It'll say in the description.
If you are charmed by the target or not.
Charmed is a
Yeah.
condition. It'll
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
you that you become charmed.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But I don't
Vargir, it
think
doesn't matter
confusion
anyway.
is-
You can roll at advantage for this because of silvery barbs.
because of
I gave
silvery
you
barbs.
advantage on one roll within the
Nice.
next minute, so you can use that.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I'll,
charmed.
Yeah, charmed
And
is a
it's a wisdom
condition you would get. It would say like, all become, and if you fail, you
Plus
become
2.
charmed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just have advantage to or end the charm condition. So I was just checking it. So, that's pretty good. Is that 18?
Oh, I
Okay.
got an 18 too.
Okay.
Nice, man.
Ghost.
I got a 12.
Okay. So Molokov and Vargir, you cover your ears as this thing starts screeching out this high frequency, but Ghost, your mind starts twisting, and you feel like almost everything on your possession starts confusing you. So on your turn, I'm going to need you to roll a d10, but we'll get to that. Before your turn, it will swing out at Molokov at this thing, trying to frickin' push it off the thing. It's gonna swipe at you with a claw. Right, that's a 17 plus.
This is gonna be real bad, guys.
So that's 23 to hit.
As I'm sort of holding there with the shield, and it swings round, like almost trying to reach around the shield, pull a crank, and the arcane force field sort of just extends the edges.
Yep,
I will cast shield on myself.
love it. Right. It's then. It's going to jump over here. So, Vargir and Molkov, you can take opportunity attacks.
Sure. With pleasure. May I ask?
And Puck as well, sorry.
Because it was. Because
Was
it was
I within
huge.
range?
You were right next to it, weren't you?
I was, but then it got shoved. I don't know.
Oh, I see, yeah.
It was.
I don't think I was
He
within
wasn't a
melee.
melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, okay. That's really
So-
good. It,
Because I would have been able to put sneak attack onto that.
Oh, yeah.
one
I got
away from it.
25.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go for damage.
I got a 26.
Go for damage.
Well, da-dee-da.
Bloody fucking yeah. And that's max at the 8 plus so 12.
Mine's just 10.
So,
Just
22
always
altogether?
slightly a bit
Yeah,
better
just.
than you know. So
22 damage altogether?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, takes the hits, but then it leaps itself over to this platform over here. And that brings us to Ghost. Could you roll me a d10, please?
Did it?
Roll a 1.
The creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign the direction to each die face. The creature doesn't
Do you
take
want
an
me to roll that
action
D8?
this turn. I absolutely want you to roll that dice. So
Does
this
not
just
take an action this turn.
just for clarification, 1 is up the top, and then 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep.
6, 7, 8.
7, 8.
What have we got?
Yeah.
Like 50-50?
All of my movement. Oh, man.
all of your movement. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
And
It's more
Vargir
like-
and Molokov, you've both used reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
but
say. Because, like, there might be some opportunity attack things you could pull, but not with this. Still
1,
got a feather token.
2, 3, 4. I gave them all to you guys. 5.
Because he can cast
7.
Featherfall.
8.
This is. I rolled an 8.
Yep, so that's northwest.
Yep. And that is.
oh, thank God.
If I'm correct, that takes me. Yeah, straight down there. I am so fucking lucky. Woo!
Like, you see Ghost just like running with his head in his hands just straight past you. I imagine you trying to take the step out of the way as well to just be like, what are you doing?
Can I use my reaction to try and stop him?
To like hold him in place in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go contested athletics then.
Yep.
So Ghost, can you roll me athletics?
That's a 16 for me total.
My athletics is garbage. 13.
Yes, you hold him in place in front of you.
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing? You're gonna push me off.
So you see me run towards you with a hand on the side of my head, and I look up to you, and there's blood coming out of the corner of my eyes.
Oh, gross.
I feel like I've got you by the shoulders, and I'm like, yeah.
You can do a wisdom save at the end of your turn, Ghost.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I still have a bonus action though. Is it don't take any actions, or just don't take an action?
The creature doesn't take an action this turn. Yeah, go for bonus, I reckon.
Okay, so what can I do as a bonus action? Sweet fuck all. So that will be the end of my turn.
Alright.
Actually, I will just, and that'll just. It's been a while. Go Envy. Oh, what's your movement speed? Oh, it's 40 feet. So she's just gonna dash. Do a little bit of parkour here.
Hut.
Get around here.
Nice. I imagine that you don't whistle, you just actually just yell out for Ghost. For Envy.
Yeah, true. Envy. Wisdom save. Natural 20.
Yes. Puck almost just shakes you out of it, and you're like, you realize that you were about to like run across this thing at full speed.
Thank you. Payback time. That's my turn.
Cool, Vagir, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like just dance around Molokov's large feet, maybe do a little cool slide under them. But I will place myself notably at the end of the bridge, not
Sure.
standing on the bridge.
Sure.
That is 10 foot, so I can reach him.
Yeah, yep. He's also
and I
mahusive.
Mahusive, yes. So I'll give him a bit of a knock on the head, I think.
Go for it.
So 2 attacks. That's one will miss, but one will hit with a 22.
Yes, go for a damage.
I will be putting the shield away, still with Shield of Faith up. And I think, because why the fuck not, I am going to level 2 smite this.
Yes.
So this is...
It is a fiend.
It is a fiend, so it's an extra d8, so it's 1, 2, 3... It's going to be 48 extra damage on top.
Hey, you're standing on a bridge, now's your moment. We don't steal from other people's work, do we? No.
So that's 17 radiant and 6 points of bludgeoning from the Moonhammer.
Nice. Swing up and crash your hammer into this thing, and you see the light refract off it. It seems to take heavy damage from that.
Yeah, great. Then just kind of like sinking down, prepping to take a hit. But my AC will drop by 2 for now.
Okay. But you still got Shield of Faith up.
I still have Shield of Faith up.
Yep.
I do have... No, that'll be all. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Nice. All right, Puck, you're up, and you can see this thing.
Yeah, I could see it before. I could see it when it hit everyone else. Puck is going to sort of just nod to Ghost in front of him and sort of just slip by and get probably just over to there. Now he's within 30 feet. He can shoot the thing. He's going to mumble as he goes, and maybe Ghost and Molokov hear it. They're like just like never gets in range. Vargi always standing outside of the 5 feet that Puck needs to get fucking sneak attack. So he's going to use his bonus action to steady aim. And I'm going to shoot at the guy with the crossbow.
Go for it.
I rolled a 19 plus 9.
Yeah, sure.
So
that'll hit.
To hit. I'm going to hit sneak attack on this.
Yep, go for it. Mahusive hit.
15... 21 points of piercing.
Ooh, boy.
I suppose technically it's magical piercing, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that goes like right into one of the jugulars, and like this black ooze just starts squirting out. It's pretty hurt now.
Yeah. I think that's really all I can do. Yeah, just gonna actually, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to kind of just tuck in behind and hide. Not hide, but like just get cover.
Yep.
Behind the
skull.
The skull.
Yep. Cool.
And I'm tiny, so I should I'm small.
Yeah.
I should be okay. I think anyway to be around where Molly is.
Easy.
Let me what's in.
All right, Hera. What's going on?
Yep, I'm going to run up to the edge of this platform over here, and I will pull out my cigarette holder as well and smack the end of it with the wand, and as this little sound reverberates over this canyon, gets louder and louder, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on...
yes.
So that's a Wisdom save.
Wisdom, you reckon? No bonuses there. the 2 on the dice for a total of 2.
Nice. That'll fail. Because he's taking damage. 12 instead. That's going to be 19 points of necrotic damage.
How do you want to do this?
I will sort of run up.
Literally 18
and,
hit points left.
having seen it use some sort of echo sound on my friends before, said, "You keep that sort of stuff to yourself." No, not the thing. As it sort of, and his ears just sort of start leaking blood as he drops to his knees and then falls onto the ground.
Yeah. As it starts reverberating around, the blood starts oozing out, and you see it kind of like looking in all directions, trying to figure out where the sound is coming from. Its claws trying to grab onto the pillar of like if it's going to fall off or not. You can see in its eyes that it was about to do, like, they have a bit of darkness around them, and that it was like planning its escape, that it had taken on too much this time. But unfortunately, it's not going to get the chance to go away, as it kind of just shrivels and falls, and then just slowly starts rolling off the pillar before falling into nothingness. Which takes us out of initiative.
Is everyone all right? What happened? Where did that thing come from? Are there more?
Body.
Definitely just turn to Vargir, who was the one watching it, as Molokov like almost pulls out like a plug, and you just hear like all the steam just releasing, and
Yeah.
so that like just everything was sets back into place.
And I believe
I'm fine.
when haste wears off as well, you'll be
Yeah.
bit
I
slow.
imagine that's all in the same sort of
yeah.
time frame as that minute ends.
Oh, fuck. I don't know about you guys, but that white orb didn't work on the door down there. Have any other ideas, or should we just get the fuck out of here?
I did see there's another door, very similar to the other one. It's up through that corridor up there. Point up to the north. Is the body still there, by the way, of the...
I know it's fallen off the thing.
I don't know. I was hoping it would still be there as well, but
Yeah, we can go down.
it's a very small platform.
Ghost is just sort of sitting on the edge with his ear
Yeah,
tilted.
you missed
Do
how
I
you
hear
want to
it
do
hit the
this.
ground?
Hero cast Toll the Dead and reverberated its skull to mush.
Cool.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me...
Yeah, well, there's another door up that way. It looks very similar with a different figure on it. Instead of having a running person, it was someone with their hands up and some sort of wavy lines going through the middle of them.
Interesting.
And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, DM, it had another phase of the moon on it, like it had a new moon on it.
the new moon was missing. Oh, sorry. It was the new moon's dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, new moon's
Yeah.
like there's like no moon.
Yeah, that is there, but the full
Yeah.
moon is missing.
Yeah. So I'll
So they're
I'll
both got
say
full
that.
moon missing.
I think I understand. The
And the other one, that one over there, that corridor, that had some sort of phosphorescent kind of plant matter that it looked somewhat dangerous.
Interesting. I wonder what it could be. That does give me an idea though, but I like your thinking, Molokov, with the running man, but
Hamana.
I wasn't going to go into details. But that man on the wall was running, and when we gave it the moon, it gave us boots. People who run have boots, no?
Did you try running into the door?
What a
I just
stupid...
Anyway,
I'll just have a
continue,
walk
continue,
about,
Hero. You're saying something about.
Well, perhaps if we put the white moon into this other door, uh, what did you say? It would be some sort of hula hoop or something?
Fuck, I think he's talking to you.
I think it's
Sorry,
worth
I
it.
didn't hear the last part of what you said. What was the last thing you said?
I said it's some sort of hula hoop by the sounds of it.
I'll take out some. I have chalk, and I'll just draw the same symbol on the ground. You know,
Okay.
like my
Sure.
interpretation of what it kind of looked like.
Interesting. Okay. I think it's definitely worth doing before we get out of here.
Well, we certainly don't understand what it does, so that might be helpful.
I will say, Hera, you do see that the demon's body is on a pillar not too far down. It has fallen and landed if you wish to get down to it somehow.
Ooh. Ooh.
But carry on with the conversation.
And Puck can help you if you want. He was looking for the body as well, so
Yeah.
as in not. I probably haven't noticed where it's gone, but listen, like you saw him like looking at to see like kind of where it went.
Yeah. Well, why don't we move fast now? Go put the moon into the other door, and then maybe on your way back, because you can clear that gap up there. Maybe you can bring your rope, and we can maybe climb down there and have a look at that thing.
Alright, well, first we need to see if we can get the orb back. Vagir?
Yep. As I'll go over and I'll place the. I'll just stand on.
On the dais.
Yeah.
As you do, same thing. The magical sheen comes over the dragon skull, and then in the left eye, a white marble orb appears.
You're probably the most qualified for this one, Puck.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
More
and I'll-
importantly, did you see an exit up that way?
No, I think the exit is down at where the sound of water was coming through. I think we have to go that way. That's what the people said anyway. I don't think there's an exit up there unless these doors are the exit.
Well, unless somebody wants to try doing a running man, I don't think we have many other options.
Well, let's check this.
I'll look
shotgun
over
out and then-
Molotov again.
I didn't get to explore the entirety of the water course, so we'll see. And I'll grab the thing and I'll probably go pretty quickly
Sure.
across. So and I call out as I go, like, where am I meant to put it?
There should be a blank space in one of the moons, presumably where the full should be.
You get up there, and you see up the top is where the full moon should be. As you reach out and put the orb into it. As you do, Vargir, you feel the dais underneath you kind of lift a bit, making you kind of take a step off it, and the orb disappears into this thing, Puck. Gives a white flash, kind of shield your eyes, and then you look down and there is a set of gloves sitting on the ground.
I know that they've grabbed the shoes, so I will grab this
Okay.
and I'll come back. And that's it. Cool. I'll come back.
Nothing else seems to be happening, but yeah, you grab the
Yeah.
the gloves and make your way back to the center.
Yep. I'll come back across and I'll say, I got these gloves. And I'll, yeah, hand them over to anyone. I'll probably give them to Ghost because a Ghost has been doing most of the identifying.
Okay, sure. Goes, you get handed a pair of gloves which look quite snug. They look like leather gloves, but they've got almost gardener's gloves have fingertips that are just a bit different. And
Yeah.
you notice in between the fingers are little webbed bits of material as well.
Interesting. So do I get a sense that they are magical
Yes.
in nature? Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
probably give them.
I could sit with this for the next 20 minutes, but I feel like we should keep moving. Check our spoils later.
Sure. Did Harry, you wanted to have a look at the thing? I'll go and I'll yeah, probably try
I
and get
mean,
my way down to the
think we
client.
can
I'll
get
ask,
down.
okay, what do you want me to get? Well, down there, or what are you looking for?
So yeah, easy
Well-
enough for you to get down there. Puck, and even if you're helping Harry get down there as well, I think between the two of you it'd take a little bit of time, but you could do it. I just want to know if both of you or one of you are going down.
I would like to go down as well.
Okay.
All right, I'll help you down.
I'll use my climb speed to help if I need to.
Yep. Yeah, between the two of you, you start making your way down to this pillar where this thing is like half almost falling off this one, but you kind of stabilize it. I'm going to need an Arcana check. You can make it with advantage, or you can make them separately.
I'll let you make it with advantage because I don't think Puck really knows too much about that. But he's interested in death magic, so that's part of why he's happy to come and check it out with you.
Uh-huh.
So he's probably just keenly observing and helping.
That's going to be a 19.
19, very nice. Using new tables that I put into the game. And 19. Okay. You identify this creature as a Dragloth, which is a fiend of the Underdark. Normally keeping to very dark areas and stuff, but is normally kept at bay by, creatures of more good alignment. The fact that it is this far up means that watchers and protectors have probably not been doing their job properly, which aligns with the Moon Mother being in a slumber or something, yeah. With a Arcana check of 19, you identify that you could probably harvest 2 Dragloth claws. The claws on the end of the Dragloth's upper arms are razor sharp and used for tearing apart prey. The claws can be used in jewelry and decorations. They can also be used to create and adorn weaponry.
I'll sort of on that, I guess, going around the body and just sort of touching and prodding and like probably peel the eyelids back and have a look at the red eyes and how they look while it's no longer alive. And then I'll sort of hold its hands up a little bit. Puck, do you have your dagger on you?
Always. And I'll, hand it over.
And I'll sort of find like the end of where the claw is in the finger, sort of like feeling around for like a knuckle, and then just cut a couple of them off.
Yep.
These might come
so
in
yeah.
handy for us.
You can get
Please.
2 good ones out, and as you're cutting in with a Arcana check of 19, you also recall some studies about these things that the creation of a Dragoloth is considered a blessing of Lolth's favor. Lolth being the Spider Queen. Thus, a heart of a Dragoloth has strong ties to Lolth and her realm in the Abyss. Summoners may value this item in order to enhance their magic.
This dagger is quite sharp, I'll say, after cutting off the fingers.
Yes, well, I like to try and keep good care of my equipment.
Well, I might need a hand for the pressure on this, but I'm just going to I'll walk around to like the chest sort of region.
Yep.
Find like a gap in the rib cage and just start slicing along the rib cage.
Yeah, it takes some hard work. This creature is tough. It's got a lot of muscle around it, but you eventually get down to the heart.
Pull it out.
It's the size of Puck's head.
Yeah, yeah, it's a decent size. Like,
Well, hopefully, Ghost won't mind keeping this in his briefcase for a little bit or something, or we have another one of those bags. I'll sort of look around for something, get some rag and just sort of half wrap it up, but not really, and then tuck it under my arm.
sure, it's still like dripping out from the bag as well.
I hand the dagger back to Puck.
He'll use his like water skin to just sort of like wash off the blood from the dagger. It's just like coated in gore. Thank you. Let's get back up.
No worries. It's quite a good discovery here.
And then you can also, if you wish to, you can get 10 pieces of meat from this thing.
Oh yeah, we'll cut off some steaks.
Some steaks. I've sent you a Facebook message, Dale, as you investigate this heart or reflect on your studies. But we move back to the top as both of them make their way back up. Now, I would say this probably was about 20 minutes, half an hour, if you want to use anything,
Oh, that's
or
some time. Yeah.
if you want to extend it to an hour for anyone.
I was gonna ask. We're planning on heading, following the water. That's where the civilians said that was the way out, right? Maybe we could guide them out. It might be a bit safer for.
Yeah,
We have to get them out somehow.
Absolutely, but I think for now anyway, we're holding up until these two are back.
Yeah. So Ghost, do you want to spend this half an hour doing anything?
Yeah. I guess if they're doing that, sort of a little like wary of the surroundings. He's still got streams of blood down the side of his face, but we'll sort of sit a little more centered. Ooh. Come on, grab me. I'm right here. Do it. There we go.
While he's doing that, Reese, I'm gonna make my way back to the villages, to the
Sure.
civilians down in the camp.
Okay, sure.
So I'll probably just take my time to stroll across and.
Yep.
Molokov's gonna, with the idea of not splitting up the group, I'm just gonna sit here in the middle with Ghost.
Okay, sure.
Probably just bonding with the pseudo dragon,
Nice.
showing it little nooks and crannies it can hide in the
Give me a quick animal handling check.
Oh yeah, love it. You know what? I'm gonna use the green one. It feels more animal handly. I think my wisdom's a +2. So it's an 12. Sorry.
A 12. The DC will come down, I assure you of that. But at the moment, it still nips at your fingers and scurries away and doesn't quite do what you want it to. But it's not doing any damage. Ghost, carry on.
He's very cute. Is your nose okay? She got a little.
Well, it must have been the beast. And that I was like right up in its face, you know. You notably saw that Molokov took no hits in that fight.
Yeah. Silently smirks and pulls out that same Da Vinci Codex and sits with these items for 20 minutes. We'll figure out what they are.
Sure. You're identifying one, or can you identify all of them?
I can do. I think it's just we've just got the two, right?
I mean, unless we wanted to do, if we're going to be here for half an hour, we can do the bag of beads as well.
Bag of beads? Oh, I forgot about the bag of beads. Yeah, in that case, I'll take 30 minutes to look at all three.
Sure. Yeah. So you first of all think, all right, you lay out your suitcase, you lay out all your lenses and stuff, and you pull out this bag that has 10 beads in it. They're this small, they almost look like ball bearings, but got a little bit of squish to them. And as you kind of squish them, you feel it almost that magnetic charge where you put two magnets next to each other and they pull away.
Pushes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see a bit of force coming off them. This small black sphere measures about 3/4 of an inch in diameter and weighs only an ounce. And so you have now identified that you have a bag of 10 beads of force.
That's so cool.
Which is an item.
So good.
You put that aside and hear squelching from down on another level of fucking hearing. Kind of shut that out of your hearing while you go back to the second item. As you put these boots on your suitcase and you get a lens in and you see that it's got almost buckles around it, made of almost a kind of a light cotton material. And as you put one down, it kind of almost springs back quite naturally. As you shuffle them around and look at the soles of them, and you identify that these are boots of striding and springing.
Ooh.
Sounds like Ghost's high heels have got an upgrade.
I think these would be really good for Puck.
That's right.
Your walking speed becomes 30 feet.
Lovely.
You can't be encumbered by heavy armor, and you can jump 3 times your normal distance. Though you can't jump any further than your movement of 30 feet, but you can long jump, essentially. They're very neat. They do not... they do require a gym.
As you finish looking at the sole, you hear the bone crack of something down below. Again, once again, shut out whatever Hera's up to. And put the gloves laid out onto the suitcase. Again, you see the calluses and the grip is different on the edge of these fingers, and there's a little bit of web in between each of the fingers of the glove. And you identify that you have got gloves of swimming and climbing.
Thought that'd be the case.
While wearing these gloves, climbing and swimming don't cost you extra movement, and you gain a +5 bonus to strength. Checks made to climb or swim.
I think everyone's face just went like, wait, what? With that awkward pause there.
They put
+5 to
they put
strength.
brackets in the weirdest places, and it's like, I don't need a pause here.
So it's +5 bonus to athletics checks made to climb or swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So I guess it's just me and Molikov.
It's just you and Molikov.
So I will explain all of this to Molikov.
Uh-huh.
That'll certainly be useful.
Yes, indeed, these bag of beads and
You can't
They
have
could come in
that
quite handy.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. bag of beads is one hell of a find.
Agreed. Looks like enough for everyone to be able to use them in a pinch. It's good.
Keep a couple on hand.
What about the accessories over there?
Both practical, useful. I think probably Puck can get the most worth out of them, but even someone like Hera. Not quite my style. Could use them.
Yeah.
I'm
The
assuming
arm doesn't like getting covered.
he explains what they each do.
Yeah. Springing and striding is really interesting.
Hmm.
Do you have any attuned items, Buck?
You see, yeah, I was just about to say, you see a bag of something really meaty and dripping with blood flip over the edge of the cavern, and then Hera climbs up, and Puck is just like cleaning his knife.
Yeah, he gives you a look of just like, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask.
She just started and kept going.
Yeah, pretty much. And I imagine Hera's just like got blood all up to her like elbows or something like that from reaching into this body. And Puck's just like, I don't know.
Malcolm's like
would
not
have
even
been,
surprised. He just
pull a couple of ribs like up and like hold one down with the elbow to squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a millionaire? It's a tongue.
No,
No?
the tongues are not useful. But I believe
Of
this
course,
heart
yeah,
has
common knowledge.
properties. So I'll have to have a think over my notes, but if I remember correctly, this can be quite useful. And I actually got these for you as well, and I'll pull out the 2-finger claws. Well, for you to at least look at, you might be able to make something out of them. They're quite sharp. Oh, this flies.
I was
this
going to make a joke, but that's actually quite thoughtful.
That would be so cool if you could like make them into like a pair of boots for like a monk or something like that. And so like, you know, your kicks or
Oh,
something.
The talons,
bladed
yeah.
boots.
that would be sick.
Oh,
Or like the Deathclaw hand from Fallout.
Yeah. So,
And
you know, Ghost,
in
why
answer to
don't
your-
you give me an investigation check? On top, well, Molokov, you can go for it as well.
While you're doing that,
Sorry.
Puck will answer your question. I'll just, I just have that amulet. That's all.
Not investigation, sorry.
Oh, shit.
Arcana from both of you.
Oh, Arcana, I could add a D4 to that.
I got a 27.
That beats my plus the 15.
Okay. You know that with these 2 claws, they can be used as weapons, and all 3 of you start talking between Hera's arcana knowledge of the magical, and your arcana knowledge is more mechanical. You know, it's kind of a mix in this world. That you could add these to a weapon. You could, you know, maybe just really rough put that on the end, or you could add it to a, you know, whatever you want to do creatively, or you could use it itself. It'll add +1 to the damage of any weapon that it is imbued with.
It's actually pretty great.
Molokov's already looking for slots on the arm.
But yeah,
Worth holding on to.
worth holding on to.
I put them into the briefcase. And I look back at the very wet lump that is not a tongue.
Oh, you can ask about it.
I'm like, I don't suppose you want me to take that.
Well, we can't walk around with it.
And that you walk around with the dripping heart. Here, look. You do it.
Okay. I will probably, now that we're like back up the top, actually go through my stuff and find like a piece of clothing or like a
Tupperware
shirt and
container.
wrap it around it so it's
With a mismatched lid.
not seeping blood everywhere. And I'll tuck it into the briefcase.
It's just into the sort of dark hole in the center of the briefcase.
Don't worry, I will take it out at some point. It shouldn't smell. I don't think the way your briefcase works. So,
Hopefully not. So as long as the one of you at least notes down the claws and the heart.
I got it.
yeah, I was gonna say note that it's in the thing.
What
Go on.
What was the creature's name again? It was a Dragoth.
Drogoloth.
Dragloth.
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 That's what Dre's going to turn into.
Yeah. Surprise!
When he meets Lolth.
Told you we should have killed him.
I guess I have gifts for you as well. Where's... Oh, he's gone to... Yep. Here, take these. And I'll hand you each 2 little squishy beads. Put them somewhere very safe. They explode when they're thrown. I'll explain what they do. You can throw them up 60 feet. Everything in a 10-foot area gets hit with 5d force damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything that fails a DC 15 dex save is locked in a transparent sphere for a minute. The sphere itself weighs 1 pound and can be picked up, and the creature inside can push and move it, but does damage, puts things in a ball.
That's
GG.
pretty handy.
GG.
Vargir, you get back
I will hold on
to
to Vargir's for now.
the farmers, and you see that they one of them is bandaging one of their legs. The other one is kind of, sorting out some of the bags and the clothes that were pulled up from the water. And they look up and, oh, well met.
We found the flowing water that we presume is the exit. We're probably gonna make our way through there. I thought you might want to come with us. It might be a bit safer.
Oh, we're not quite ready yet, but if you want to wait, we would not mind. But we also are capable of moving through the caves ourselves. We can be aware of dangers. Totally up to you.
I'll come over to the bridge. Is this visible from here to here?
Where are you looking?
Or is this a
no,
wall?
no, that's a wall.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll come across the bridge. Hey!
Another monster appears.
Yeah, just hey.
Yeah, they're all on the thing. They can hear you fine.
Which stick on you?
They were wondering if we would wait for them. Well, they said they are capable of traversing through the cave themselves, but otherwise there's a place to rest where they are.
Does anyone
If we
need
go
rest?
through, we clear out any dangers that are ahead of us, and they follow through behind. It's probably a better option.
Okay. Let's drop back down. We'll clear the rest of the cave as we go through, but I hope you get up safely.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll wait a little bit and then follow when we think it's safe. Thank you.
And then mosey back to
Nice.
the party.
We never disarmed that door that we didn't know was trapped, did we?
No.
But it is.
It
It's
is open. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Vargir, do you want 2 beads of force?
You hear boom.
Beads of force.
These, the bag of beads we found earlier, they you throw them and they explode.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Thanks.
All right. So you can each add 2 beads of force to your inventory.
I have an
What about the other
idea for
things?
these. It could be fun. Oh, the boots and the gloves. Yeah. Explain.
Yep.
How they work and what they do. Take anyone's fancy. Actually, Vargir, the gloves probably be a good fit for you.
I recall the time that me and Puck climbed out of a cave. As long as no one else needs them. Anyone? Okay.
I think the boots match your style, Puck.
If no one else wants them, I'd happily be able to move a bit faster. Sometimes I do feel like I get left behind.
I've been working on something else for you, but it's one of my tricks. It's not quite ready yet. But the amount of scouting and running ahead you do, I figured. Might as well give yourself the best advantage, right?
I'm not going to say no.
Hand you the boots.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll pop them on. Obviously, I'm not going to be attuned yet, but I'll pop them on. And I assume, I guess, like magically, maybe they do resize, like how they're meant to. They resize to fit you.
Yeah.
Maybe they do that, but I'm not actually attuned to them. I'm working them out. I'm just wearing them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll slide the gloves on, but again, same. No, I won't attune to it quite yet.
I can
That'd be
imagine
fast.
like the whole D&D movie version of attunement, where like you can struggle with attuning to certain items. You like go to strap up the boots, but the straps keep shrinking. You kind of just pulling strap, and it just keeps shrinking. Like what the fuck is going on?
If anyone does though end up wanting those gloves, feel free. But I'll hold on to them for now.
Sure. And if no one wants them, there's always a pretty penny that someone will pay for them.
This is true. Oh, they're certainly helpful. They'll be fucking great.
This is insane. What these boots let you do.
Yeah.
They're not super broken, but
No. But like, I can jump 30 feet if I move 10 feet. Although I technically can't do that unless I
you can only jump 20 feet because
I can bonus action.
you can
dash.
dash. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really good.
So I can do huge ass jumps and then potentially combine that with my grapple hook.
Mhm.
I'm about to be yo-yoing around.
Yeah.
Complaints
Didn't have a
about
monk
getting left
before, we do
behind.
now.
Yeah, I can leap 30 feet out, and then I think I can jump. A number of three plus your strength modifier. Okay, so I can jump up
Just slowly becoming Spider-Man.
9 foot.
Yeah.
Which is insane, right? A
That's
standing
a 9 foot vertical
a
jump
standing
for a
vertical
halfway.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can add like you can grab something as well with your hand. So I can jump up 10 feet and grab up and pull myself up.
Yeah.
Like imagine Frodo jumping 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like me standing in my yard and jumping to my roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's stupid. The long jump is you can normally do 10 feet if you don't hang on, where is it? If you make a standing long jump, you can only do half that distance. So instead of being 30 feet or 33 feet, I guess it's half
you
that,
don't-
or whatever. Yeah, that's stupid.
You don't need to long jump. You could just grapple and
Yes.
50,
Yeah, exactly.
You've already got a 50-foot long jump and high jump.
We're going to see some serious parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Parkour.
oh,
Anyway,
so good.
what's happening?
We ready to continue traveling?
Yeah, I can either way. I've been there before. Watch your footing; it's quite slippery.
As Puck leads you down into this smaller cavern, you do see the water is trickling over the rocks, heading down. You can see that it's quite slippery and mossy, moving down.
I don't mean to make an issue out of nothing, but if I go last and I slip down, I could knock a lot of you over. I'm maybe just thinking that
Here,
maybe
I'm going to hand you the immovable rod. I want that back, but use it as a bit of a handrail.
Okay.
That's actually one of the coolest uses of a movable rod I've seen. Is like, like dodgy terrain, just a movable like handrail that I can hold onto. So cool.
I love the idea of Varga not knowing how he uses it, so he actually uses it in.
I definitely show you the button.
Yeah. But he's like, okay, just stabbing this against the concrete every time.
Okay. So what order are we going down? Are we going together? Are we going as a group?
I'll go first.
Sure. And how are you getting down?
Yeah. There's a pool of water at the bottom. I don't know how deep it is, but that also might be a good time for you to bring out that floating disc if you still can do that, Molokov.
Not today. Came prepared for a fight.
Then don't worry about it.
Right, you can get your fur wet.
Also, I don't know if I like. There's a good chance it'll get stuck. It's pretty limiting with the spell's wording
Yeah.
of like getting up and over things. Like it
Yes.
would probably get, as long as it was like always descending, it'd be fine. But
I was figuring that like I meant like in the pool of water. I'm like, yeah, because water level is relatively consistent, but that's fine.
I don't know if it can go over water actually. I imagine it probably can't. It's only a first level spell, so it's probably got a wording against that. Either way, it's not prepared today, so
yeah, that's fine. DM, just over here on the map,
Yeah.
from like what we could see over there, is that just like more cliffs going down, or is there actually something there?
Yeah. It's just showing that it
Yeah, cool,
descends.
cool. Yeah, all good. Yeah, I'll lead the way as fast or as slow as that needs to be.
Sure. As you are moving down, you can. It's for the whole. God, spazzing all over the place. You can do. It's just one whole movement to get down. It's a DC 15 aerobics, not aerobics, athletic, acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Yeah.
You can do aerobics if you want.
Aqua aerobics. That's an 18.
Synchronized swimming. You make your way down to here. No problem. Who's next?
I'm probably going slow enough that I'm like, whoever's behind me, I'll be going kind of their speed. But yeah.
Okay, sure. Who's following Puck?
Yeah.
Okay. And Varge will take a step. I think he's more gonna like just try safely clamber down. But as soon as he feels like he's slipping, I'm holding the action, click that button.
Yep, sure. So it's slow and steady, but with that, anytime you do slip, you are going to activate the immovable rod. You will get down, no problem.
Cool.
No roll required. Okay, who's next?
okay. Deal.
I'll work along with it, using each other to brace ourselves against the wall, like the less slippery sides of the tunnel, and just sort of work our way down slowly.
You and Envy.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check at disadvantage. Oh, sorry, at advantage. At advantage.
Okay. Thank the Lords. That's a good start. Natural 20. Those are both great rolls.
Nice.
Yeah, 22.
You and Envy make it to the bottom, no troubles. Cats.
You want to go first, or you're not gonna try and run down this one?
No, Molokov sort of pulls the javelin off his back and flips it around, sort of spiked first, and starts shoving that into the ground and using it as like almost a walking stick as he makes his way very slowly down.
Sure. It's not soft ground.
No, I know. He is really shoving it in to try and sort of.
I'll just get a straight roll in.
Cool.
Dexterity, please.
Dexterity. So it's only a +1, so that's only a 13. So I don't think.
Only a 13. As you get about halfway down, you are using your strength to push this javelin in and make sure it's sturdy. But you throw this javelin down and it kind of skimps off one of the rocks and you lose your footing and fall down. I'm going to need a d6 here. Oh, unlucky. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of do a bit of a forward roll down and get hit by a couple of the rocks.
Ouch.
But you do make it to the bottom.
Yeah, imagine fall past Vargia.
Yeah.
As he kind of lands there, as I'm thinking about handing you the rod, then realizing you've already. But I'll hand it back to Puck straight away after.
Yeah. I feel like Molokov, when you're lying down, the water's just trickling over your face, and you're just like.
Oh, there's a lot of pride lost today.
Yeah. Hera, you see Molokov just kind of do a bit of a tumble, in front of you. But how are you getting down?
I will probably think this is going to be quite slippery. I wonder if it might just be easier. And I was sort of like before, like here where the river's still coming out of that little section in the wall. I might just climb up onto the side of the wall, like a foot, and just sort of scale my way down and use my climb speed to just go right around the edge.
Sure. If you're using your climb speed, then there's no check required. Is that as dry as a bone? You kind of make your way slowly around Molokov, who is slowly getting up from the wet.
Quick question with the immovable rod.
Yeah, tell.
If you happen to like have it in like your like pocket or your bag and activated it, are you then just like if I put it in my belt or something, are you then just like an immovable?
It isn't, but you would probably get pulled, like as in like if you put it in your backpack and you were falling and it got activated, it would just rip through the back of your backpack.
Yeah, it's the old like if you use it at the front of an airship,
Yeah.
you would just smash a hole straight through the airship.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There is like it has a weight limit. Like it's not like it's completely immovable.
No,
Yeah,
but it's
incredibly
that weight
high.
limit's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
insane. It's like when
But it's
we
like you
used
can't-
it.
if you had like a castle falling down or something somehow, whatever, you can put one underneath it, press button, and everything's okay.
And it just
It's like in the Tomb of Annihilation, there was a chain going to another plane, and we put the immovable rod in, and it stopped the chain, and then the immovable rod went down an inch, and we're like, okay, take it out. Like, if that moves the immovable rod, something is pulling on that chain that is well above our pay grade. But we get to the bottom of this little creek, and out in front of you, you see a pool of water stretching out. This pool of water is about 2 feet deep, which is higher on some people than others. And it seems to go...
Knowing Puck can zip around, I'll look to Ghost. Oh, no, you've got Envy. Don't worry.
Don't reveal.
Just have you on my shoulders or something.
Just try to keep as quiet as possible, I guess.
I can certainly try.
At this point, Parker's like, "Well, I'll go look ahead and direct you, and I'll start zipping around."
All right, yeah,
Are you using? You're probably not going to use the immovable rod anymore, are you?
he has
I
it
hand it
back.
back to you.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'll use that to just like zip around, and I'll, scoot over, use the immovable rod to hang off of, then shoot again, and then just
You literally are just Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
Well,
And then you just,
initially
like,
when I
hang off
was
the
like,
roof.
I'm going to be Batman
As you
with the mask.
Mm.
Oh yeah. You start zipping around, and you see that it goes around the corner and to right up the top. You see a grate that is being lifted up, and the water picks up a bit of speed going into this tunnel here.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, all the water is pretty still. And as you're swinging around, you see on the bottom, you see shining coins, gold, scattered around this whole area on the floor. But you kind of
Sorry,
just
where's the grate?
up around the corner.
Just this one here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not another one of those moon door things. is
No,
it?
it's a grate that is leading into a tunnel that is quite dark, but the water seems to be picking up speed through it.
Yeah, cool. Puck is going to explore all the way across. Like, he's just going to keep going, confident that he could get back if he needed to, and let everyone else. Yeah. However, they're gonna. Yeah, I want to check it all out, basically.
Yeah, so that's
I'll
pretty much
start.
all you see in there. A couple of gold pieces and stuff.
Yeah, well,
I'll start wading
yeah.
through slowly on Envy's back, so I'm a little bit higher in the water, and Envy's just submerged.
Yep.
Oh, no, 2 feet. No, she'll still have her head just poking out.
Sure. So you're following first?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, is
Not-
everyone
not
kind of just
keeping
starting
up
to
with Puck.
move through this cavern?
Yeah. I would
Alright.
like to wash off blood from me
Sure.
when we get to the water.
Starts to murky up the water a bit. But can I get a marching order?
I guess that will be it. Varga's just gonna.
Yep.
If that's the order, yeah, Varga will go at the back. I imagine it's like knee high on Varga.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's more just that awkward like pushing through the water.
Yeah. As you all start moving through, Puck's a little bit more ahead. Can I get everyone to make wisdom saves, please?
Ooh. I'm on fucking fire today.
17.
Yeah, that was a
19.
23.
What was yours, Molokov?
6.
Oh,
And Hera?
7.
Okay.
I'm glad I've got a friend.
Yeah.
Molokov and Hera, could you please roll me stealth checks?
Stealthy old here.
And Vargia, can you roll a perception check, please?
It's disadvantage, so that's a 7.
Oh, I'm actually not terrible at stealth. It's a dirty 20.
oh. It's 18 for perception.
Okay. Molokov and Hera, you quite interestingly notice these coins on the bottom of the pool. That could buy you something quite nice, you both think. And you both crouch down. And you both lay down, submerging yourself in the water to try and pick up some coins. Vargir, you notice Molokov doing this. You do not notice Hera doing it.
I'm gonna like. I think I'll lean forward, grab Molokov because he's like lying flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's abnormal to pick something up that's 2 feet.
Yeah, it's like starting to crawl along the bottom, picking up these gold coins and putting
I'm
them
gonna
in the
grab 'em
pocket.
by like the scruff and pull him out the water.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Molokov, you hear this, but you're still convinced.
Yeah, like I'm like sort of not even paying attention to it. I'm just trying to get back to the coins.
Ghost, you probably hear Vargir say this, and Puck, if you want, you can start coming back around.
Puck's probably actually too interested to look up this. He's probably, yeah,
Too
because I
far
imagine
around?
to see that far. He's at least like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's probably actually going to be looking up that way.
I'm not
Yeah,
letting.
I'll turn it back around and look at Vargir and look at Molokov and then look around again and go, where's Hera?
Yeah, you can't see her.
I'll kind of walk forward with Molokov still out of the water, like scramble until I can see where Hera is.
Yep. Hera, can you give me a con save, please? Actually, I think it's a check. Con check.
Constitution, that's cocked. Constitution check. That's another 7.
Another 7. Like in video games where that black just starts to flash on the exits, you can take 4 points of damage
Drowning damage.
as
True
you
damage.
continue on.
Do I
Everyone-
find Hera?
You give me a perception check.
Sure.
It-
Okay.
How much gold have I got?
Huh?
How much gold have I got?
At the moment, you've got about 13 pieces of gold.
That was a 15 for perception.
15. Can you continue rolling a stealth check, please, Hera?
I'll take out the cracked drift globe, light it up, and toss it into the water
Yep.
to illuminate below the surface.
As you do, it illuminates up. And what did you get, Hera?
That's another dirty 20.
30, 20. The shadows of this place start to refract off. Did anyone get above a 20? I don't think they did.
I didn't roll perception.
Go for
I
perception.
will look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molokov's still like,
My perception is a +1, so that's a 19.
oh no,
Ah,
you don't see
I
Hera.
rolled really well.
As can you roll me another con check, please, Hera,
Yep, sure can.
and add another 10 pieces of gold.
Hera's just gonna float to the fucking
This is out of control. I rolled a 7 to fail the save. Then I rolled a 20 on the dex check, 7 on the save again, 20 on the dex check, and that's another 7.
what did
You
I
can't find me, and I'm dying.
Don't make me blow high-level spells to find you because you're trying to pick up gold in 2 feet of water.
That's 6
You know
points.
what's funny?
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. As soon as you told Puck that there was a bunch of gold on the ground, my first thought was, oh, Hera's probably going to start picking some of that up.
Back to you guys.
Am I like still trying to escape?
You can give me another wisdom's check.
Okay,
Yeah.
just a check. Cool. That one's a 13 plus 2, 15.
15. That is enough to pass.
Oh, thank God.
As you kind of snap out of it, and Vargir is holding you above the water.
Like by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hera's gone missing. You both went in the water. To find Hera. As I let go of him.
As soon as he says,
You let go of him and he splashes down into the water. I'm gonna say, you see Hera like eye level with you, just like, like grabbing coins. Hera, you even notice Molokov just dip down into the water and look over at you.
Might be here to get some more coins.
sort of not really realizing the urgency and how long it's been there, I will just sort of mosey on to her and I guess kind of do the same as what Vargir just did to me and try and lift her out of the water.
Lift her out of the water. You can give me the wisdom check, Hera.
That wisdom check is going to be an 18.
I felt like you were going to say more. Like,
Well, that's because it's 16 plus 2, which means if it was another stealth check, it would have been another dirty 20. I literally rolled a 6, a 16, a 6, a 16, a 6, a 16, 3 times in a row with this dice.
Oh my God.
the good news for you is you now snap out of it, realizing what you were doing, and you kind of gasp for your breath.
Yeah, spit out like a liter of water. What? Oh, my pockets are heavy.
What the fuck is wrong with you two?
Start just pulling out gold pieces.
Yeah, when you do that, you pull out pebbles from your pockets.
Oh, well, but I got.
Pebbles, good job.
Well. Oh. I'll just drop them into the water.
You see them
I'll pick up
kind
my
of turn back
drift
to
globe
this
again.
gold coins.
Interesting. Stupid. What? My
But-
head, my chest.
Yeah, you're feeling that. But
Oh.
at the other end of the cavern, Puck, you look down this tunnel and you see that the water kind of curves around it. It picks up a little bit of speed, but nothing too dangerous. And you see that that definitely goes to another part of the cavern. But there is a little stream of sunlight coming from a crevice up in the top left of the wall, or the cavern. Probably big enough for everyone to squeeze through, but definitely not an official exit of this place.
Right.
But at least enough to get to sunlight.
Yeah, cool. I will, just like have a quick look in there, and then I'll see this grate. So yeah, I don't know. I'll look at what's in there. Done that one, and then I'll probably come over and I'll lower myself down and hold my torch, my little torch, but my little dagger of light to see
Dagger of light.
what I can see down the grate.
No, oh, sorry, that's what you see down the grate. it
Oh,
continues down to another part of the cavern.
Okay.
And then in this tunnel, you see a crack that you could exit out of. Yeah.
And I'll have, well, in the case after doing that, I'll have a look up this little elbow.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. That's just a.
As a dead end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that wasn't a.
You can see how suspiciously it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's cut up. There's a little thing there, but
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll probably go back to everyone then, and I don't think he's probably heard voices and a bit of splashing, but like,
Yep.
I don't think he's super concerned by what he's heard.
Sure.
He'll come back and I'll let everyone know that there's a grate around the corner, and then I can see some light through it, but it seems to go on further than just that. But I'm not sure. We'll have to work out how to open it, but that seems to be our way out.
And our way further in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much the options you see is further into the cave, and what you might find, or popping out someplace that's not like an official entrance to the cave system. It's just a force of nature that's created a little bit of respite.
Yep.
In theory, we're still 2 days ahead of schedule. Do you want to delve deeper? Do you
I
think
think
it
we
wise to
should.
find out where we are?
I mean, I don't think that this was all that's been going on here, surely. I think we need to keep looking, but if people need a break, then that's anyway, I think we should look deeper.
How long roughly would we have been in these caverns by now, DM? Would it have been many hours or
Yeah, maybe
a couple?
Yeah, a couple of hours.
Okay.
So you're probably approaching nighttime of that day, but it's a bit hard to tell down this deep.
I think either way, we just need to move forward.
All right.
If I go over to this grate, you said is it like a iron?
Yes, but it's opened.
Oh, but it is opened. Okay.
Yes. So it looks like it has been opened and has been used to traverse through.
So it's quite big.
Yes.
Like it's yeah, okay. How dark is it?
And is it like all flowing water downward?
Yeah.
There's like nowhere to stand. Like we're gonna have to
Slide.
Yeah. So the idea is you follow this flowing water to whatever is next, or you can pop your head out to where the daylight is, or you can stay in this cavern. It's up to you.
I think we should keep going deeper. I have an idea for how we might be able to combat the stream a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, if we tie a rope from one to the other, and then if you're at the back, Vargir, you can press the button, and that'll stop everyone.
Vargir has a moment of, yep.
But I don't think we'll weigh enough, even with the water pushing us along, that it'll be a problem for the.
Yeah, it's not fast traveling yet.
Could I? How much can that pen hold?
What did you call it? A pen?
Yeah.
It's quite big.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Vargir's hands.
Yeah, it's anyway. It is
1,000 pounds.
8,000 pounds.
Oh shit!
Right.
Oh, just for you then, Vagir.
Doesn't
Yeah,
know if he's offended by that or not.
That's 3,600 kilos.
Yeah.
So a
That's
bit
a
of weight.
lot
yeah.
of weight.
I'm thinking maybe if I stand here at the top, I can tie the rope around that. Maybe give it a bit of help, and you guys go down, and then I can always click my way down.
I think that was the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, tie a rope from all of us.
Yeah.
Like between well, probably not me because I imagine. Oh no.
Well, Harry can
probably even to me.
climb on the roof.
It'll be wet, I reckon. I will say, I think it makes sense for us all to be tied on.
Yeah.
Which is easy enough to do. Like with we got rope. And I think even Puck will.
Cool.
Deign to get his little tooties wet.
Yeah. Well, then even if we go in order, like Puck goes Hera, Molotov, Bargier, then the strongest are at the back, then the biggest, then the two smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yes,
in the
although I can't see that well in the dark, so it might be good if someone who's at the front with me can see.
I got you.
Cheetos.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Jump in, go. Envy can jump
I'll-
back in the bag of holding.
Alright.
I'll drop down into the water and I'll get a rope and start tying it.
Sure.
Maybe like 5 or 10 feet between each of us.
All right. So
Yeah,
as you start making your way down this dark tunnel, each of you then notices the crevice that you could all fit through. But it is, kind of just rocky, and you see a little bit of natural light coming through there. Not sure where it would come out though. But you decide to press on. And I think that is where we will end today. Unless you wanted to do that thing, or do you want to wait on that?
I'll in the echoey cavern.
Yep.
I will talk to Molokov as I tie the rope around him. I'll say,
Yep. So just you two by
yourself.
yourselves. Yep.
Yeah, like I'm not being
Secretive.
ridiculously quiet. But yeah, Molokov, I need to talk to you a little bit about what happened with your house. I might have a little bit of information for you, but maybe when things are a little calmer.
I was going to say, it's a hell of a time to drop this. Look down at the
and
rushing
that's
water.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. Yeah, I think that's all he'll say for now.
Definitely
Okay.
puts Molokov on edge a little bit.
Yeah.
Great timing. All right. Well, as you kind of abseil down into this cavern, we will see what awaits on the other side next time.
Yeah.